We have fire. I think it's burning down pretty good now. Hello, welcome back to another episode from Pale Horse Survival and Tactical. I'm Bill, and today I'm going to harvest, show you how to harvest pine cambium layer. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back. Cambium layer is edible. It's considered a famine food. It's not something you'd want to try and live off of, but if you find yourself in a situation where you don't have any food, it'll at least give you something to eat. It does contain carbohydrates, vitamin C, vitamin A, and other vitamins and minerals, so it is nutritious. Many different trees will yield edible cambium layer. Today I'm going to harvest pine, but you can eat many different cambium layers from different trees as long as the tree isn't toxic. Pine, oak, birch, willow, aspen, basswood, many different ones are edible. So don't just go out and start grabbing cambium layer. Do the research, make sure you know what you're eating. Don't harvest from Norfolk Island pine is toxic, and that's not actually a real pine. Yews are poisonous. Don't ever try to consume anything from those. So do your research before you go and do this. And I'm going to show you the right way to do this. You don't want to. I'm just going to do a small section for demonstration purposes, so we don't damage the tree too much. But here we have some pines, so I'm gonna head on over to the pine there. I'm gonna show you where to harvest this cambium layer. Stay tuned. When you harvest the cambium layer lies beneath the bark, and the cambium layer is the circulatory system of a tree. It's what it uses to transport water, nutrients, sap, etc. You don't want to go all the way around the tree. That's called girdling, and if you do that, you'll kill the tree. You cut off its circulatory system. I'm just going to do a very small little section here today, just for demonstration purposes, because I don't need the food. But if you're going to do this, you can use a hatchet. And I'm just going to do a very small section here. You can use a hatchet. I'm a minimalist, so I try to carry a minimal amount of gear. So I use my knife predominantly pretty much for everything. The ground's really uneven here, so I'm having a hard time. There we go. Now you can eat cambium raw right off the tree, and every tree will yield a different flavor of cambium. If you eat it raw, it's kind of stringy. It's better chewed that way to extract the carbohydrates and the nutrients. And if you're starving, the carbohydrates will give you an energy boost. You can also sun dry cambium layer, the cambium rather, to preserve it. and you can use it later. You can also cook it. You can put it in a pan with some olive oil, butter, or if you're going primitive, you can use tallow, and cook it that way. And it's actually a lot better. It gets brittle, almost like chips. Some people call it bark jerky. The Adirondack Native Americans would eat it in the wintertime when food was scarce and hunting wasn't as good, and Adirondack actually means bark eaters, or bark eater. So you want to chip your way down in here. This is cambium. The white, it's a layer between the bark, and the wood underneath. That's a piece of cambium. I'm going to go ahead and drape some over the camera here, because I'm going to show you guys how to, I'm going to cook some primitively on a rock. Like I said, I'm not going to open up much here at all, because I don't want to wound the tree. I want to wound the tree as little as possible here. That's the cambium. It peels right off. You can see the wood. That's the wood of the tree right here underneath. There's the wood. This is the cambium, the white layer on top. Little bark on here. Get the bark off. There we go. That's cambium. You can see the wood, the difference. Cambium, wood. This is all I'm going to take. And I'm going to head back over to where I have a rock getting hot. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little olive oil on there, and we're going to cook those up, and they'll become like dry and brittle like chips, and that's the most palatable way to eat a cambium layer. Stay tuned, I shall return. Hello, welcome back. I'm over here at the fire. I have a rock in here that's getting nice and hot, and have cambium here. Like I said, you can use in a primitive situation, you can use tallow for this. What we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of olive oil on these. Just toss it right on the rock. And those will cook. They dehydrate and get very brittle. Very similar to potato chips. And they're actually, that's the best way to eat these. It's very, very palatable that way. I can hear the front one starting to sizzle. I don't want that olive oil to catch on fire. It is flammable. Ooh, yeah, that rock is very hot. And it shouldn't take long. I'm thinking 5, maybe 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video. There's no sense in... Oh, they're starting to burn back here. Look at that. Yeah, that's cooking pretty good. It started to burn up in the front there. That's hot. Yeah, see how they're turning brown, golden brown. That's cooking pretty good there. I can hear them sizzling slightly. Seems to be a lot more heat up here in the front. It's a thinner piece too, so this one here is cooking faster. Yeah, that's turning brown here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video, and when these are done, I'll be back. Stay tuned. Yeah, I'm just waiting on the last 2 pieces here. These are done, and you know it's finished when it's just like a potato chip. So I have 2 pieces that are done here, and these are getting pretty close. Ooh, it's hot. Stay tuned, I'll be back. Hey, welcome back. The cambium is all cooked here. And give this the old taste test. They feel just like potato chips. This is the way to eat cambium. I've ate it raw. It's real stringy. You chew on it and chew on it and chew on it. It's best just chewed, and then you spit out the juice or the stringy woody part. These aren't bad. It's got a very slight, and different trees will have different flavors. It has it's a very slight pine flavor, but with a little bit of lemony little bit of lemony taste to it. It's actually not bad. I wouldn't want to live on it, but in an emergency situation, it'll give you something to eat. There's a lot of fiber here, so if you do eat this, you should drink a lot of water with it. But cooking it's the way to go, definitely. You can sun dry this stuff, but if it's cooked, it'll keep. If you keep it dry, it'll keep a long time. Wouldn't make a bad trail snack. If you have salt, you can sprinkle a little salt on it too. It'd probably help it out, but actually not bad at all. Not bad at all. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it for you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. I hope all of you are having an outstanding day or night, depending on where you're located. And I will see all of you very soon on the next one. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.